Hey everybody, my name is Gerardo Flores. I'm a current freshman and mechanical engineering major, and I'm running for secretary for next year's e-board. Secretary is a position that requires high level of organization and is a position important for our familia. Being on top of every ship-related event, a scholarship, internship, and job opportunities to help our familia succeed, accomplish their goals, and support them throughout this journey. As a secretary, you do this by sending out the weekly newsletter and notifying our members about these. And with the high level organization skills I have and the detail-oriented person I am, I like to know about everything and most importantly, share it with the people who could find it interesting as well. There are people searching for internships, job opportunities, and scholarships who don't know where to begin. And I found myself in this position at the beginning of my first year semester at the U of A. I didn't know what positions or job opportunities were in my field or in my level of coursework, as well as how to get involved in the U of A. But thanks to a newsletter, I was able to participate in opportunities such as the national convention, where I had the opportunity to go into competitions and meet and network with people around from big companies. And I think that helped me develop leadership skills as well as communication skills that are for sure going to help me professionally in my development and here in this position as a secretary. Also, I had the opportunity to participate in events such as ALE, Science Day, and La Familia, thanks to being notified by this newsletter. So I'm very thankful for this, and I want to do the same thing for other people. I want to serve as a tool for people to succeed, and I like to see people succeed, and most importantly, be somebody for them to do it. I'm a person with high degree of initiative, and in my responsibilities as a secretary, I would do them the best I can, as well as being really engaged in it, because I want to transmit this feeling I have for SHIP to everybody else who is already involved in it and for those newcomers in the next semester. A secretary plays an important role in being in touch with our members in La Familia. In this familia, and it's not, and even though newsletters are a big part of it, knowing how everybody is also very important, because it helps them succeed and support them throughout this journey. And this first year as a freshman, I have received phenomenal support from you guys, and I would like to do the same in return. And also, I know Banquet is a very important event for us SHIP members and our sponsors to conclude the year on the right foot. So even though this coronavirus is going around and it has significantly, hasn't let us have this physical banquet, I hope next year won't be that way. So this event is a way to thank everybody for forming part of our club and the contributions they have done for it. So I'll make sure to plan it accordingly and also make it to be like this lit end of the semester event and the best goodbye to our graduating members. And I'll do this in a way that I'll plan out meetings for people who are willing to participate in this event's organization, as well as making a checklist for what is essential in this event besides hosting it and adding this extra fun to this celebration. I will also look for support in people who have already participated in banquets beforehand and hopefully get their support in the organization of this event. Not only will I complete my responsibilities as a secretary, but I'll also continue to contribute into other committees and put my part in those other places, because I know I'm a very involved person and I've gotten this really a strong feeling for SHIP. So I want to keep on contributing to other parts, and not only in this position just because I have it. And I will display all this skills I've developed within the clubs by participating in the events, because I want to be a source of information for people, and not only just a newsletter guy and the guy that's involved in the organization banquet. I want to help people out, support them throughout this journey, and be a present guy for those members in our familia. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Jerry. So I'm going to open it up for questions now that Jerry has finished. So who would like to go first? So please raise your hand. It's control. Well, Elizabeth, how do you open up that thing that allows you to look at who raises their hand?
Just
Go to
click on
participants.
At the bottom, it should be an option.
Alejandro?
So just a quick question. I know previously when Arlene was treasurer, she was in charge of, managing banquet. She went about it, I think pretty well. She was like making meetings. How do you plan on setting that up and maybe like delegating tasks to other members who want to help in creating banquet?
So like having other members participate in like this committee for banquet, you're asking kind of thing? Okay. So I think tasks would vary from like, I guess, food type of thing. And also like, I know the prizes are a big thing. So kind of like getting within, I think it would be like a task within eBoard to actually like, or for, no, I mean, for the people, the members of like the whole club to actually like vote for, prizes and that kind of like awards and achievements, I guess. So like having some people like organize those voting parts, and also having like other people that plan out like the event kind of stuff, like what recreational stuff some people are going to do, what other like, food and other like important parts in banquet. I personally, I'm not like really familiar with like what the whole like, banquet consists of, like the whole panorama. So I would like make an accordingly plan to have people send each task and like check up on them and know like what is being done.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I think Alejandro. Anybody else who would like to ask Gerardo a question? Nope, nobody. All right, Gerardo, but I have a question for you.
All right.
So my question is, you've been mentioning you want to do newsletters to be able to reach out to the general body, but how different are you going to be making those newsletters from those that Ramon has been doing this past year, and how will you improve on that?
So I know extensive newsletters are not like, people sometimes not to have the time, but they just don't really read a lot of text. So I guess adding more images sometimes would help. And also on internships and job opportunities, I guess look up on Handshake, all those like opportunities that could interest our engineerings or our other fields of people in, what's it called? The people in other fields in our club, to like have the opportunity to check up on that and be notified on that, because I think it's really important to be like conscious of the opportunities people have that are like around campus.
And thank you. So is anybody else want to ask a question? You could just...
I have a question. I just can't seem to. I saw your thing, Alejandro, so thank you, but I don't know why it's not allowing me to. But anyways, so I know that you're like a freshman, and I know that you mentioned a lot about like banquet and stuff like that, and which is great, but you haven't really attended a banquet. Like, what would you do about to kind of getting an idea of what banquet consists of?
So I would ask members who have already participated in banquet and kind of, support myself on these people if they're willing to give that support to me. So kind of like go around, have this checklist of what needs to be done, since, I haven't physically been able to participate in a banquet. But I hope this year's banquet would also give, like, even though it's online, give me this general idea of what it is, and also like what's it called? Like add up with, compliment myself with like the support that other people give me.
Thank you.
In the interest of time, this will be the last question.
Yeah. Yeah, in the interest of time, I think we could cut it to that. Nobody else has questions. So we'll end it for Gerardo here. Thank you, Gerardo. So next we'll have